What's going on, guys? Zach Cola here, and today is the day that we start the RX300 giveaway. So for the giveaway on this guy, I'm going to need 150 likes on this video, and if you would, comment your email address so I can contact you in the comment section. I'll be using that same generator that I used on the Nugget to go through the comments and randomly select a winner. And as far as your age verification, I guess we're going to have to get, if you win, I'm going to have to get you to send me a picture of your ID and cover up your address and any kind of private information you don't want disclosed, but I'm going to need a photo, your name, or at least most of your name, and your date of birth, because I got to make sure that you're over 18. Just got to keep it legal. We got to watch our backs. I'm paying for all this out of pocket. I can't really afford to charge for, giving a vape product to a minor. So I've kind of already done an unboxing and explained a lot about this device, but I do want to go over a little bit more in the menu system. I've been using this for a little over a week now, and just think that I'm going to go over some of the things that I found with it, my thoughts on it. I'll go over a little bit of the information about it and a little bit on how to navigate it. So I've got the Mod Father tank on it right now. I'm going to say the giveaway does not include this tank. This tank is my baby, and I use this on everything that I get, so I can't let this tank go. But right now I've got, what's it called, Space Jam Pluto in there. They used to do the 50-50 PG-VG, but now they've got a Max VG line with it, so testing that out. They sent basically samples to the shop, and so I put some Pluto in the tank just to kind of see how I liked it and everything. So far it's pretty good. It reminds me a lot of it. It tastes pretty close to the same. The flavor's not quite as potent, but obviously it's got less PG in it, so if I'm not mistaken, PG holds a lot of the flavor, so a little bit of flavor's gone, but they've actually compensated for that. It's pretty good, so that's my thought on the juice. So the Wismec Rulo RX300 goes from 1 watts up to 300 watts. It holds 4 18650 batteries, so it gets astronomical battery life. It will fire down to 0.05 all the way up to 1.5 in temperature control mode. So it fires from 0.1 to 3.5 in variable wattage mode, which is what I'm running it on right now. Its battery door does not pop open on you. Now I have knocked it over one time and the battery door opened, but the batteries didn't come out. They're in there pretty firm. One thing I have noticed is that the battery drain isn't even. I had the RX200, it did similar thing. I don't know if it's the batteries that I've got running in this guy. I've got some MXJOs. Might be the batteries, but I have noticed that they don't all stay even. They stay pretty close though, so it's not too far off. It's got a micro USB charge port. It does work. They do not recommend that you use it. Now, I've tried to use it overnight. I've yet to get my batteries to fully charge using that port, so I imagine it takes a long time, or maybe it's just not capable of doing so. I've left it plugged in for up to 10 hours, and they were not fully charged. They got to 4.1 volts once I actually put them on a regular battery charger. So that is one thing with it. If that's what you're going to depend on that for, you may run into some issues using that. The buttons are nice and clicky, and it's got a key lock, and it's also has a stealth mode to where your screen doesn't come on every time you take a vape off of it. So to put it in stealth mode, the wattage down and the fire button together, you hold that in, and stealth mode is off. So when I hit it, the screen comes up. Hold the same buttons down again. Now stealth mode is on, so when I hit it, the screen doesn't come on now. To use the key lock feature, you hold both the minus and the plus for the wattage in. Now the key lock's off, so I can turn it up or turn it back down. And it does move in increments of 0.1. So turn it up to 80, hold both in, and the keys are locked again, so now they won't do anything. And it warns you that the keys are locked, so you don't have to wonder if it's working or not. So in the TCR settings, you have an M1, an M2, and an M3, so you can preset it for what the coil that you have needs to be on. In the regular temp control mode, if you hit the wattage down button, it'll let you adjust between nickel, titanium, stainless steel. That's it. You can click it again and it will go down here to where you can adjust what kind of wattage you're going to run with this coil. You can adjust what ohms it is and save it so it doesn't fluctuate. Also have your puff counter on the bottom left there, and then you have the amps that it's running whenever you hit the fire button. It's kind of hard to show all that on that little screen with this GoPro. I can't tell if the GoPro is actually focusing in or not. When I get the Hero 5, it's going to make it a little bit easier because I'll have that back screen. Right now I'm using the Hero 3, so it's kind of what I'm dealing with. So, complaints with this device. Don't have a whole lot. Obviously, the size is going to be the primary complaint. There's no way around that when it holds 4 batteries. I can't think of a way that they could make this device fit any better than it is. If they did them all parallel, the device would be way too long. It would stick out to like here. So I feel they did the best they could to give you the best battery life, and their design has been pretty well. They did great with the RX200s, and I think they did great with this one. It's heavy, but again, it's primarily heavy because of all the batteries that are in it. The device is somewhat solid, you know, and heavy just by itself, but to hold 4 batteries and what it does, there's no real way around that. I don't find an issue with it. It fits pretty nicely in a cup holder. I do a lot of driving for work, so I found it to be pretty convenient as far as, you know, putting in a cup holder. I don't have to worry about it flying around. So I didn't mind it too much. Now, if you have a job where you're moving around a lot or something and you got to carry it in your pocket, this probably is not going to be the device for you. It just depends on what your living style is and what you do on your daily basis. I still find it comfortable in the hand. It's big, yes, but it's not uncomfortable to hold it. My hands aren't extremely large. Now, if you have very small hands, it may be kind of odd for you, but I don't think that's too bad. The things that I love about this device is if I put a dripper on here, I can run it pretty much all the time. So I can run it almost like a full day. I will kill the battery. I run drippers usually at about 135 watts with the kind of builds I put in them. So that isn't too bad, but it's not a low build either. It's not something I can run at like 60 watts. If I'm running something that's at like 30 something watts, I'll go the whole day and have about half a battery still left. So battery life, you know, of course is going to be great, but it definitely is convenient, especially with my job driving all day and then my part-time job being at a vape shop. I set it up near the counter where I'm at, and I've got it all day long. I don't have to worry about my batteries dying. I usually have another device with me as a backup just in case, but I've found out that I really don't even have to use it that much. So at Vape Envy, we sell them for $94.99 plus tax. If you're not local to us, you can contact me at zachsvapes@gmail.com. It's ZACHSVAPES@gmail.com. And you can purchase one through Google Wallet or PayPal, and we'll send it out to you. Altogether, is this device worth it to me? I think so. For, again, some people, this may not be so. But with what I do with living, it's great for me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. 150 likes. Make sure you comment, and make sure your email is in that comment, and you could win yourself an RX300.